Hi everyone, Natalia on Luxury with Natalia, Yachting International Radio. I'm met with a special guest tonight, all the way in snowy Finland. Janne, how are you?
Thank you. I'm very well, thank you. How are you yourself?
Great, thanks. And I'm really jealous of your background and the fact that you've got some amazing settings up there in snowy Finland. Where exactly are you in Finland tonight?
I'm in Rovaniemi, Lapland in Finland. Actually, in fact, downstairs of my home right now.
Oh, wonderful. And how's the weather out there? This is it, the season before Christmas. Everyone's excited about Santa and all the holidays going on there.
Absolutely. The weather is excellent. We do have a snow, and right now there is clean skies as well. So I expect to see the mighty northern lights tonight as well.
Oh, send us some photos when you're done. We'd love to post them after the show. It's awesome. So on that, maybe you could tell us a bit more about your company, Luxury Action.
Luxury Action is a pioneering private travel company based in Finland, Lapland, and Stockholm, Sweden. And we operate all Nordic countries: Finland, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Denmark, and also North Pole.
And how did it come to be, Luxury Action?
Long story short, I had a dream. I wanted to be, back in old days, a professional snowmobile racing driver. I made it. I was in the United States in 1999. I was racing as a professional, and I had an accident in Minneapolis. I broke my back, my hip, and my heel. I came back to Finland for surgery. After the surgery, I could not anymore continue racing at the same level. So I wanted still to continue my work in a sport that I love, which was snowmobiling, obviously. So I set the snowmobile school for children to the Santa Claus Village at Arctic Circle.
Oh,
and kids are the most amazing people to work with because you get the most honest and instant feedback. Even they love or hate you. So I was running that business until I got the brain tumor, and that was the end of my second dream. And I basically lost the control in life as well because I used to travel a lot and so on. So I did the bankrupt. I lost everything. Luckily, my father continued that business, and I continued working in that company as well as keep teaching kids how to drive snowmobile and so on. And after years and years, there was some families who returned back to me asking that their kids would like me to spend more time with them. Maybe you could design a little bit of this and that and so on, because there was no basically private travel culture up in North that time, 20 years ago.
Okay.
So I started to get back on the track myself, and I started to study a little bit what is the luxury travel, what does it include, and I knew the yacht captain, I knew the private plane pilot, I knew event organizer, all them from French Riviera. So I started to ask a little bit, what is this industry, how it works in there, and so on. So once I got my name clean after the bankrupt, it was 2009. I got a new motivation. I decided I'm well prepared. I have returning guests. I set a company called Luxury Action. And in fact, I do not believe in luxury travel in this part of the world, since we are up in north, in Arctic and Nordic countries. I believe in transformative travel, which basically also means that we combine the experiences and the hospitality. And transformative travel means that once we get the guests, we connect them with the local people, local food ingredients, local culture, surrounding nature and the wildlife. And I personally think that the cuisine experiences are the biggest experiences you can have, because there are all your instincts in usage. You smell, you see, you hear, you feel, you taste. That combined with the amazing landscape or the travel experience builds the best memories in the memory bank. And yeah, and after the bankrupt, I think my biggest achievement was that I was awarded as the best entrepreneur in Northern Finland by Ernst & Young in 2016.
Wow, that's such an amazing achievement in such a short time. And that means a lot, definitely.
Yes, basically everything. My company have grown up by an accident and by coincidences. And currently we are the leading. We've been the pioneering in private travel in all Nordic countries: Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, and also we go up to the North Pole. And we have a main offices in Stockholm, Sweden, and Rovaniemi, Lapland, Finland.
Amazing. And like we were saying, I mean, a lot of the times now when I ask people what their definition of luxury is, and it goes back to time, it goes back to experiences, and also in comparison with the yachting world, this is what clients are seeking now: more exploration, more going into the hardest parts of the world to find out what you can see, the nature. And what you're doing is exactly that, and being a local brings so much more to the visitor in itself, because you can give them that first-hand account with what's happening there and the nature and how you should behave in such an environment too.
Yes, but part of the transformative travel is also after you get connected. While you travel, our guides will tell about the narrative and the stories of the climate crisis, the situation of Arctic nature, and so on. And if we think what is the biggest asset nowadays, it is time. People travel a lot. They go London, they do go Paris, they go Milan. They find the luxury in different way. But the biggest asset nowadays is time, because our task is always to give you the best return of investment of the year. You investing the time, which is the most valuable, with your loved ones, and trusting in us. So that is our task, to make it most wow.
The most wow, amazing. And also you head up the Octola Lodge, which is the most northern hotel in the world.
Excuse me, can you please repeat? The most?
It's the most northernest hotel in the world, the Octola Lodge.
Correct? The Octola Lodge is not the northernmost, but it is the first high-end 5-star lodge with the private wilderness. And that's been the building construction took 3.5 years. We have built all private roads, electricity. We have water is coming from our own natural springs. We have more than 100 reindeer running free. You can go pet them anytime you want and feed them. We have a private lake. We have a hand-carved wooden saunas. and so on. But there is another thing what we which is the northernmost hotel is the North Pole Igloos Hotel, which is located at the North Pole, and that is the pop-up hotel opening only in April.
Okay. So what is the season to come and visit, ideally?
We do have 8 Arctic seasons, so you should actually not come once, not twice, not 3 times, but 8 times.
Wow!
So it is not all about the period when you're coming, it's about your time. Because nature is always showing different life, different time of the year.
That's right, for sure.
But the northern lights are visible, for example, starting from the mid-August and lasting until early April. So it is quite long time to see the northern lights.
Okay. And the kind of clients that come to you, I know you've had a very interesting couple of notable people come to your Octola for your adventures. Is there anyone in particular you can talk about who really enjoy it?
I do not want to speak about my guests, obviously, but I would say that I still think, like back in the racing days, that we are as a company as good as our latest client feedback. So we put all our heart on each inquiry and each guest. So we've been fortunate and hosting the many well-known guests, and also our business have, as I said, that the company have expanded by coincidences, by the word of mouth, basically. So we try to continue on the same way.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, I'm very excited to learn more about the lodge and all your adventures throughout following you on your social media accounts and the website. And I've read a lot about you as well in international media. So all I can say is I congratulate you for what you've achieved, and it gives you hope a little bit that sometimes you can have a great idea, and it means a perseverance, like your good self. You really worked hard to make this happen, and fantastic achievements on the clientele that you get. So well done, and I really hope that we can get some interesting clients your way as well from the yachting world.
Thank you so much, but again, this is not one-man show. There is always a team back. So and once you sent me inquiry on this interview, I was wondering that the yachting, but again, I thought I'm really picky with the interviews and so on, but I thought this reminds me that when we started to build the Octola Lodge, I said to everybody that it is like a 60-meter yacht sailing under the northern lights. So
wow, that is absolutely beautifully put. Thank you so much. And maybe I could ask you the last question in terms of what your definition of luxury is.
Can you please repeat?
Sure. What is your definition of luxury?
I would say this is a question I have thought before as well, but there are many similar replies. But to me, it is like I would compare that for the perfect cuisine experience, because you get a little bit of everything and you get all your instincts in usage. So it is a really, really hard to find the right words on that, but excellence in every way, because each person is one unit. So to me, it is. I like personally the forest and the nature. So forest is a healing part in the world, and remoteness is my word.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your insights. And as you said, we will keep an eye out on all your adventures that you prepare for your guests. And again, hopefully we'll meet in the future. So come back to the south of France, and we'll meet you soon for a glass of wine. I saw a little cheeky glass of wine there in the corner.
Thank you, Natalia.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, this episode, Luxury with Natalia on Yachting International Radio. More episodes and focused a lot on the snow and the northern parts of the world coming soon on the radio. Thanks, everyone. Bye.